Even though I was born in Canada, I grew up Ukrainian. From the time I can remember, I spoke Ukrainian at home with my family, practiced the cultural traditions, and sang the traditional songs. But to me, the most important part of my culture is the dance. Ukrainian dance is a huge part of my life. It's part of who I am, how I identify myself. Dance also gives me the opportunity to perform in places I never would have imagined. I've actually done most of my traveling through dance. Dance trips give me the opportunity to share my love for my culture at various performances and festivals around the world. It's taken me from Machu Picchu in Peru to the ancient city of Jerusalem in Israel. But there's nothing quite like performing in Ukraine. To me, it feels like home. I've been lucky enough to travel on 2 dance trips to Ukraine. Once in the summer of 2013 and again in 2019. For many born and raised Ukrainian Canadians, traveling to Ukraine is like a rite of passage. But for Ukrainian dancers, performing in Ukraine is much more than that.
Yeah, it's different in the respect that, you know, you're performing in front of those that are from Ukraine, that are not from Canada, that have a completely different outlook on Ukrainian dance than us Canadians do here in Canada. Definitely made me feel very fulfilled, very proud. Proud would be a good word to explain it. You know, you dance for so long, and then the opportunity came for me to move to Ukraine, to Europe, and dance with the best ensemble in the world, Virsky. And then you get the chance to dance in front of your own people, in front of your own culture, and on your home soil. There's nothing like that. It's the greatest feeling on planet Earth.
For me, when I danced there, I really felt like even like my first day when I got to Ukraine, I just like felt something. I was like, oh my God, like I'm here, like, and I felt like a really such a huge connection to my family and everything. It's just something I've never like felt before. Dancing really close to my Gigi's home was something like, I feel like every dancer, first of all, your goal is to dance in Ukraine, and even to dance there, like just not just dancing there, but dancing so close to home. It was honestly like, I know I'm never gonna like feel like that ever again. Like I know like right after I danced, I was like crying, and like I just felt like my Gigi was like in the audience watching. I just felt like it was just so happy.
My mama has always been a huge motivator for me when it comes to Ukrainian dance. Her dance history with Rusalka makes my experiences with the group so surreal and meaningful.
I have a photo of myself taken in Ukraine in 1992 in front of the Opera House. It was a very exciting time because this Canadian group was coming to Ukraine to perform. People were actually in awe of us because they couldn't believe that a Ukrainian group from Canada was coming and performing for them where Ukrainian dance originated. And then in the second photo, this was taken in 2019, I was able to see my children perform, and it was so exciting. That photo was taken in the same place in front of the Opera House in the view. I was so proud to be able to be with my children and for them to love Ukrainian dance as much as I have, and that they were able to dance in the same place as I did.
I've learned the most powerful and connecting experience you can have to discovering what home means to you is by visiting the place your ancestors came from. The landscape, buildings, food, and customs from your ancestors' lives is a powerful way to find out who they were and in turn who you are. In a way, as dancers, we experience those aspects of ancestral travel through the dances themselves. The Ukrainian landscapes, regions, traditions, stories, and cultures create the basis for the stories we portray throughout our dances. I feel at home when I'm dancing. The familiarity of the steps, the music, and the dancers around me blend my cultural life in Canada with my ancestral life in Ukraine. I feel at home, deeply rooted in the traditions and stories of my ancestors.